Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this video we are making the Sudoku puzzle itself. So the first thing we're going to do is go into main activity, and from the last video with the layout, remember each of the ID of what we called it. So we'll go into main activity, and we're going to make a function. This function is being called private function board. So we'll actually we'll call this function in for it, so when you run it, it'll actually play. First thing we'll do in this function is create 9 random number generator variables. So each of those 9 numbers on this 1 through 9 will be called. So we'll have about e random dot next, and make sure this one is going to be a range. Just delete the T and call it range 1 through 9. And the reason I called this D is because it's easier for me to remember when it's just letters. We'll do this 9 more times with the different names of the variable. So we'll have E, F, I, J, K, L, M, N. And those are the random generators. The next thing we're going to do is create the Sudoku maker itself. And to do this, what we need is to make sure that none of these variables actually equal to each other. So the first thing we'll do is says if D does not equal I and D does not equal F and F does not equal E, then you can move on from the first stage to the second stage. We also need some canceling the code. So if it does equal that, then you can just cancel it. And we can do this by saying if D does equal E or D equals F or F equals E, then you call it. So if any of them actually equal to each other, then we'll recall our function that we made board and make them re-randomize the numbers. We'll do this again for IJK, and as well as we have to make sure that IJK does not equal to each other, and they also don't equal to the previous numbers that we picked, like D, E, and F. So there we go. I does not equal J, I does not equal K, and K does not equal J, and they don't also equal the numbers from before. Then I'll call it. Also have if it does equal it, then we'll just call it a board. We'll call board function back. After that, we are going to have another if statement saying if those two don't equal each other and these new ones equal each other, then we can actually go on to making the board. And we'll also have an if statement stopping that, making sure it doesn't equal each other. So the if statement basically said if they do equal each other, then we call the board. So I'll just pause here. You can pause here to copy all of this down or to type it. Okay. After that, we'll then start with the board. So every block or board, each block that I'm calling it from B1 to B9, each box black or orange and it will be so using a comment to separate each block from each other. So the first thing I'm gonna do is call the first number in the box, so v1.text equals $D. The dollar sign is used to allow a variable to go in without messing up it or turning into a regular number or a regular letter. And we'll have b1.set background resources to its original one, black border, so it'll be easier to understand. And if you click on it, it'll stay to that number. So the way I set these letters or variables up is basically a Sudoku answer sheet and just making each of those letters equal to that number. So if D equals 1, I make all the 1 equal D. So, and that's basically it. And I'm gonna put in the rest of them. I'll scroll down so you guys can see it. I'm gonna pause it on it so you can type it in. It will be easy. So I'm just gonna scroll down very slowly. Scroll up, and that's pretty much it from making the board. So after that, we can just run the game. Okay, now that I finished running, go into the app and we can see that it's actually putting in the numbers. And to make sure this actually works, we can go into the new game button. It's called new. What's it called? It's called NE. Right? NE, that's the ID. So do NE dot set on listener put forward. Then we can reload it again to make sure that any button works. To make sure the code that we made actually runs perfectly. Okay, now that I run, you can see it. New, we'll start loading and creating new numbers. New, and yeah, that's pretty much it for the board. In the next video, we're gonna take out some of those numbers and make it look like a real Sudoku. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, give it a like and subscribe. Bye.